Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel. That's my name right over there. And we're into the second scenario of our Trish Scarborough playthrough of the Scarlet Keys. And we're going to play Dealings in the Dark. So, what we did was we went to Stockholm to get ourselves started on the mini quest with the strange architecture. And we went to Moscow to pick up an expedited ticket right over here. And then we went to Constantinople. Here we are. So, we'll be playing the scenario. It is a tough one, and we're going to see how Trish does. Trish is really good, right? But having to deal with enemies in unconventional ways doesn't always fix the problem in this scenario. So we're going to take a look. My upgrades were on the screen here. The hiking boots, I think, are really important for being able to use agility for everything, and then just the free move is really good. And then, the best card in the game, Lucky Sig Case 3. It's going to help us find some of those cards when we want them. I didn't decide to put in like the Chuck Furka stuff yet. I don't think it's. I mean, Dr. Milan's so good, right? We need to get a few more XP going before we can add stuff like that. That will make a. I mean, it's weird, right? Because like level 0 cards are good, and taking them out to put something that does something different in can be a problem. Big Chuck, I think, would be better than Little Chuck. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's do an opening hand here, and I'm scared about the Ooh, okay. I'm scared about the tower, but look, if it's at the top card of my deck, that's okay. I don't think I need this yet. I'd love to get a Dr. Milan, but maybe this is just good enough. I'm going to keep this because there are enough 1 health enemies that it might be the play. Okay, we're pretty happy about that other than the resource issue, which I suppose the other thing could have helped, right? We're going to be deceiving HA, so we've added another Elder thing to the bag, but she still comes into play with us, which is kind of cool. And we're going to start here. The only other thing we need to do is get a random cultist out. I also realized that like deceiving her is not. I mean, she's part of the red coterie, right? I think, sort of. Yes. So like, if we're trying to do this whole story thing of Trish joins the Foundation, I don't know if I've completely done that with not trusting anyone. All right, we don't want to see the 3 health guy. We don't. We see a regular old acolyte. So this is per the agenda here, is going to gain concealed 1. So he goes in the shadows. The doom becomes a clue. So what happens here is that we're trying to do a race to whoever has 4 clues first. And that is who's going to advance, either the cult or Miss Trish Scarborough. So, we shuffle this back in. But we need to do the concealed thing. I believe it's one of these. This is an Acolyte Any. Going to get shuffled with a decoy. And we're going to stick one of them right here and one of them down there. So right now they've got 1 clue. I have none. But hopefully we'll fix that real quick. Okay, we start here. Plus 3 shot for each study token on it, which we don't probably need to do, I hope. I don't think that'll be a thing we need. Yeah, interesting setup here. Like, we would love the Hawkeye folding camera. The hiking boots can move us over here. Theoretically, we don't need to go that quickly just because I also have this, right? We kind of want to get the clue with the hiking boots. So it's like we want to investigate for the concealed card first and then investigate for the hiking boots. But one way or another, I think we start with these guys. So that's 3 resources down to 2. I mean, this also costs 2, but so does the coup de grace. So I think we hit it that way. We assume we pick up with our second action. We get this guy. We kill him with the coup de grace. I could evade. Evading is kind of weird in this one. So after you evaded a cultist, you get its clue, but one of its clues, and then put it back in the shadow. So you can kind of farm the clues that way, but I only need 4. There should be enough around here. Let's find out. I guess I can also look at the top card here for AJ, who gives us a lone wolf, who would be really nice to pick out. That reminds me, I need to start with the Eye of Ravens. One sec. All right. So anytime that I flip this key, one way or another, I'm going to pick up all of the cards underneath here. There's a limit of 5. All right. So first action was the Hawkeye folding camera. We spent the mag glass, so we're at 5-2 on an investigate. Tokens are fine, except for that one. Okay. Interesting. Oof, I would have loved to play that lone wolf right here. If I investigate again, it's sort of a problem. It feels weird not to put out the SIG case, but I guess we can just hope we get this guy next round. Maybe we need the hiking boots out then. Nah, we'll find our economy this way. All right. Upkeep. Sneak attack. That's pretty good. 1 out of 4 doom. Shadowed. All right, he's going to get another doom. We're going to take some horror. That's all right. We can put it on AJ. Probably going to fail this because we're going to go 2 to 3 fight value. Okay. We just take it. We don't fail. We actually get a +2. So that's a 4. I think I look at the top card, or we just take it, I guess. We have to just take it. Break and entering. That is not bad. Okay. So how do I want to run this? I guess I do want to kill this guy now that he's got the 2 clues. So we probably just take a resource. We do the investigate. If it's him, great. If it's not, we move on, I suppose. All right, 5-2. There we go. This is a decoy. Okay, that wasn't ideal. But that means our last action is going to be to play the hiking boots, I think. And that way we can get a free move out of here next round. Probably won't be able to play this, but we'll figure it out. We could also use the Eye of Ravens. I should also put another card in here. Backstab. To just do a punch or something. Bulldog also might do the trick. All right, next encounter. Okay. This one I should be able to pass. So we get a 3rd clue. That's very funny. I have 5-2. 5-2. If I fail, take damage. I pass by 4. Okay, we'll look at the top 4. I think for now, I don't have the resource generation, so we'll take the manual dexterity. All right, now we're going to try for the clue. This is going to be, again, 5-on-2. That is a -3, so we're good for the clue. We use the hiking boots to move to a connecting location with at least 1 clue, or to a connecting unrevealed location, like here. All right. That's a little awkward if I fail this. So that was action 1. So what happens? I mean, we know he's here. If I do pass, and by the way, I've got evidence here, so now we're at 3. If I do a breaking entering, for example, let's just think this through. If I were to succeed by 2 or more, I can evade an enemy, which I believe counts. Because we're not choosing an enemy, it's just evading an enemy location. If I succeed by 2 or more, I could take this guy out. And now he's here. I could get the clue and then use my Trish ability to evade him taking a clue, returning him to the shadows. It requires me to have one more resource. That's not bad. I just feel like up by 2 right now, on an investigate 5-on-3 isn't great. I don't really want to commit the sneak attack. It's like kind of too important. We could Eye of Ravens. No. Okay, what do we got here? Hornet's Nest. So it kicks the can down a little bit, but it also gets rid of one of his clues, and then I get a clue. So it's not horrific. I think I'm actually going to do this. So we're going to take a resource, and then we're going to spend it on this, and we're going to go 9-on-3. -2. Okay, I would have made it out, but I think this is still okay. All right, so we automatically evade an enemy. That's this. And then this guy engages me. This goes away for now. Then we get a clue from here. I trigger my ability to get this guy evaded, which gives me a clue. So now I've got 3. And then the forced effect, return it to the shadows, resolve its concealed keyword. Okay, so he's still got 2, which isn't great. But then we're going to shuffle these up again, and now we'll see if we need to deal with that. I think I might as well just. I need to get one more clue though to advance. I suppose I also did get the last clue. But I also already did hiking boots this round. Maybe I jumped the gun on that. I just really didn't want to have him have the 4th clue already. Okay, I think that's fine. We go to upkeep. Dr. Milan. 3 to 4. Okay, stop this. All right, he's got his 3 clues again. I may have to do the exact same thing I just did, just to advance. All right, testing 3 to 3. I have nothing to fit on this, but at least we're 3 to 3. That's a -3. Okay, so we'll take 2 horror, and I'll put 1 here and 1 on AJ, I guess. I guess I could have used the Eye of Ravens, but I think I need that for other reasons. All right. So now we're 6-on-3. Really need to pull out that lone wolf. I mean, I really hope it's this one. 6-on-3. Okay, succeed by 3. Don't want Yugu. Sneak attack is fine. Shuffle these. It's a decoy. Okay, then I guess I just need to move back here, and we'll get attacked, but we get him out of the shadows at least, which hopefully is okay. Problem is if I draw any other shenanigans I can go with this? I don't think so. All right. Up 4. Okay, -1. We just hope that he doesn't collect any doom. All right. We'll take the 1 damage. That's fine. And then we go to upkeep. All right. We're going to do this. Oh, this will be interesting, isn't it? So I don't want to put a clue immediately over here. But we can draw a cultist that doesn't get doom right away. All right, so we're going to add an eclipse here, and we search, right? We search. So we're going to find the cultist that doesn't immediately get doom. So that's this guy won't immediately get doom. We'll pick the sinister aspirant. Now, if we draw another thing that puts doom out right now, that'll be a problem, but That's okay. This is C. There we go. And a decoy. All right. Interesting. All right, let's give this a good shuffle. We have exactly the same number. We have 3 to 3, so we're only going to take a damage and a horror. All right, remember this is cultist enemies in play plus number clues. Okay, so we take a damage and horror. Let's put it all on AJ. And that's that one. Let's put another card here. I think we're going to grab all these cards, even though we can't commit them. And we need to... Ooh, we're only going to go 6 to 3 for a punch. If I have to evade, then I guess I will. But we need to get rid of this guy. And then we maybe go figure out another clue somewhere. Maybe try to get this guy out. This guy's a nightmare. Okay. So I think... I mean, what's our other plan here? I don't have a good one. We could just straight up evade, take a clue, we advance. That's not terrible. But I don't like him sitting with 2. But if we advance, the good part there is that we... No, I think we do this. We go 6 to 3. Skulls are -3. There's just one token that's bad, but I can't do anything about this. The only other thing I can think of is we just kill our turn. But I don't think I want to do that. All right, +1. So we are at 7 to 3. That succeeds by 4. Lousy with cards. Problems I can't really use them. We can use the narrow escape, though. That's pretty sick. All right, so this guy dies. His clues go away. We're a bit safer now. That's action 1. Now, about the Sinister Aspirant. He's going to start picking up stuff again. I think we just try to move on to the next part of the map. I think we just move here and try to get this clue. Okay. Test of 4. I have 6. Oh, I get all these cards. I must take all these cards. I mean, the Lone Wolf is kind of the play. And what do? We hope that this guy doesn't pick up a whole lot of doom. He's going to get some. Let's take a risk. Let's put down this for our third action. All right. We're going to have to get a lot of cards. This guy gets a clue in the end of the enemy phase because he's ready. Okay, we're going to have to get rid of you. I can't commit you or you as much as I want to. Sneak attack is good on the bigger monsters. But right now we don't have them. Backstab is also important for this guy. So we'll get rid of sneak attack. Okay. Ancient Evils. That's okay. All right, we're going to get our clue here and then move on. I hope that it works. Okay, get our extra resource. That's fine. And then we're going to go 6 to 4. That is good. Oh, it almost wasn't. All right, we get our clue. I guess this happens first. I guess this isn't going to make any difference. That's all right. Okay, so let's advance this. So we don't spend our clues, and we reach the clue threshold first. So, shuffle the encounter discard pile, and set aside Umbral, Harbinger, and Emissary from Yuggoth into the deck. And then we're going to get some other locations out in a sec. Yeah, all those. Okay. And then we go to Act 2. set up in the campaign guide. All right, so set all of the current locations aside, and I assume the mini cards as well. Put them over here for now. There's nothing at most of these locations, so that's good. We're going to shuffle all the Grand Bazaars together and remove one from the game without looking at it. And then we get a random token, -2, which gives us the one in the upper right-hand corner. So it's going to be a map that looks something like this. 1, 2, 3. I think it's this. No, that's a different one. It's like this. And the east gate is all the way to the right. All right. We go to the entrance. That's this one, revealing it. Play a charm or relic. Nope. All right. Shuffle together each of the concealed mini cards on the 4 locations from Act 1. Divide them easily possible among the Grand Bazaar locations in play. And our objective is to get the 8 clues. All right, I have 4. This guy's got 1. So the mini cards, let's shuffle them together. We can put one here. This seems easy enough to investigate. And then we'll just put the next one here. And hopefully we get rid of this guy. The question for me, so I believe I just got the clue. That was my first action, which I suppose gives me an extra evidence too, is going to be, do I try to play Dr. Milan right now? Because if I don't, it'll be really hard to play him. My other options, I can get this guy out of the shadows, evade him, or just kill him with the backstab. Backstab could kill him pretty easily. The Bulldog, I can't play. I mean, I might need to. I think we let him do his thing and I play Dr. Milan. Just because the extra resources are going to be really important for me to play any of these things in my hand. All right, so he gets another one of these. And I go to upkeep. Logical reasoning. All right, 3 out of 4. Boo! Boo this man. Okay, so we're going to get the aspirant B and another decoy. These guys are just a nightmare. Shuffle them together. One goes there, one goes here. We'll shuffle those together. And I guess we just need to work on that at this point. We get extra resource. If we get one out, we can play the backstab at least. All right, 5, 6 on 3, 7 on 3. Because we're got the camera. +1. The cards are good, but the tower makes this really annoying. I need to put some other resource generation in here. So 7 on 4 on 3 is 8 on, so 5. I mean, I can get rid of the shadow agents really quickly. I think I need to do that. So we draw them, we get a resource, we get the clue, we evade the shadow agents. All right, action 2, we go again, 7 on 3, -2. All right, we're going to pull one of these out. It is a decoy. That's not great. I think we just need to go again and hope that this is one of them. Okay, it's C. It's this guy. Which is good because he's not going to collect doom. He's just going to attack me. I can take the horror for now. This one gets a clue, though. Okay. Other Dr. Milan can go, I think. We are going to need to resolve this thing twice, which is either throw clues here or find a cultist enemy. I mean, again, the Acolyte's not bad. I think we do 1-1 because these aren't going to carry over. We put 1 here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll have 5 with an Acolyte that I pull. I think that's just the play. Pull an Acolyte out, and his doom becomes a clue, as well as a decoy. All right, 1 there, 1 here. There's 3 in that pile. That's a little spooky. I should have been loading up AJ with stuff, but what can I do with the cards, right? All right. Encounter card. Seeing Shadows. That's fine. Just don't fail. Okay, this guy needs to die. We have 5. I mean, I think we have to do this. We take our resource, we spend 3 of it, and we go 5 on 2. Nice. I don't think I succeed by enough to want to deal with him. If I get a clue, I can then get the concealed card out too. So let's do that. -2, 7, 5. Yeah, let's look at the top 2. I mean, it's nothing, right? So we get a clue, we get the concealed card, which is a decoy. That's Trish's ability. And I get the hiking boots move. What are you? We just have to power through these. I have 1 action left. I think I just have to rifle through these. I might get attacked here, but I think that's better than having them start collecting more stuff. 7 on 2. Okay, so that's probably better, so he doesn't collect any. But we will take horror. Before I forget, let's give AJ a breaking and entering. All right. Nothing else happens here. We go to upkeep, we'll discard a card. These actually can play. We do have 6 clues. We can get rid of this, I think. 1 out of 4. I can take the 1 damage. 1 damage. Resource from Lone Wolf. I don't think I took a Milan resource last round. Let me do that. I know it's a little late for it, but I think that's the right call. So 1's a decoy, 1's the Acolyte. I don't have another backstab. So I might need to do something. What am I gonna do about these guys? I mean, I can get the clue and then advance, but like, it's not great. How do I kill you? Okay. I need to play this bulldog. I suppose that's the way. We are going to dump the magnifying glass, I suppose. We cancel the attack. Play this for 3. And then we're going to shoot him. And then use the coup de grace. That's the plan. All right. So that is 5 to 2. Nice. 6 to 2. Load up on some more cards here. Why not? I'll take in the shadows. That seems good. That's 2 damage. And then we're going to just finish out our turn by spending all of our money, drawing a card, dealing a damage to him. There's the backstab. Okay. That's pretty good. That's a worthy turn, I think. We'll use AJ again, another bulldog, and then we go to upkeep. All right. We don't have clues still, but this should have a second eclipse. Shadowed. All right. So we are going to put another clue on this guy. So that's 3 of the 8. We're gonna test willpower 3. I have 3, and I can't commit any cards. So we fail. This is gonna be a lot of horror here. I guess I probably should have kept the the other logical reasoning. And I also take another horror for this. So that's like pretty bad. Maybe I should have kept the other Dr. Milan. I don't want to draw any more encounter cards, but I will thin out my deck this way. So I will take the resource from Lone Wolf, and I will heal up the 2 horror, because I do have a clue. Maybe I get rid of this and just wait another turn. Hmm. Yep. I mean, it's kind of a gimme soon. I could also investigate here, get the clue, get a card, and then last action evade this guy or something. I do need to make my way all the way down here. I'm going to risk it and get rid of that just so I don't die of horror. Okay. Ew. Ew. Okay, so we're putting a third one of these, but we just do this 1, 2, 3 times. So I can find... Man, I think we just give him the clues. So we need to do this 3 times. 1, 2, 3 gives him 6. I think that's correct. That was my encounter card, so I can just move on. Okay. So now we actually go after this guy. I think that should be okay. We should have enough. So investigate. We have 6 to 2. 0. We'll take the clue and then the mini card. Please be nope. Doesn't give me the free move. Gives me a resource though, as well as the Lone Wolf resource. I do have enough. I think I still need to get this guy out. So we go again. -2. Succeeds by 2. I don't want to deck myself out. Let's not do that. All right. Here he is. And then last action, we do the coup de grace again. I think that's just the way. Drawing me a card. Okay. Upkeep. Hornet's Nest is going to get me the last clue I need. I can lose this. Did I take the resource? I'm not sure. Too late. I can take the damage. Okay, resource for Lone Wolf. We need to move, so we will. After you move this location from a detecting location, test 4 if you succeed. No, we just want to get this clue. We will try to do that. So we have 6 to 4, up 2. Nice. All right, we have this. We have this. So now we advance. All right, that was very, very lucky. Okay. No, I need to go to the location. I have to go to the location. So I move with this. Did I already spend my action moving here? I'm so sorry. Let me go check. Okay, yes, I was here. I moved. I investigated. I got the hiking boots move. Now I'm here. Another victory point here. It's way too hard to get those in solo. So I think we just bounce. When you would move out of this location, test 3. If you, that's not great, but all right. Okay, that's my whole turn. I got the free move with the hiking boots. Now I advance. Okay, so we reach the clue threshold first, and we attach the twisted antiprism key to moi. I don't know what side face up. I hope it's this one. Although I'm not going to use it. Okay. I think they are going to take the rest of it, though. Okay, let's keep reading. Reveal each concealed mini card in play. There are none. For each, okay, fine. Put the locations from Act 1 that were previously set aside back into play. Okay, so let's move all this over here. I'm here. And let's move all these back into play. And then we also get the dock. And this too. Okay, keep reading. So these are connected to each other. I'll put it down here. These two are connected to each other. That's gonna be the new act. If the cult reached the no. We lose all of our clues, so let's do that. And then all these go away. This is gonna flip. Good thing I healed the horror earlier. So all of this goes away. Get rid of our eclipses. Get rid of this. And now this is here. Anything else? We don't spawn any more cultists? No. Okay, each non-weakness enemy gains Hunter, Prey, Investigator with a Twisted Antiprism. If the Twisted Antiprism is attached to that enemy, it instead gains Patrol Clouded Docks. When one or more Doom we place on an enemy, it instead moves and attacks as if it were in the enemy phase without exhausting. And if it attacks me, if I have the Twisted Antiprism, it gets it, and then he's going to shift it on the bad side. I guess so. Maybe it's on the bad side. Place a Doom. Okay. After you evade or defeat the enemy with it, I get it. Okay. We go to upkeep. We will discard a card. I don't think I need this anymore. We're not getting this victory point. I believe there's a victory point over here. I might want to get the victory points off of those guys. So we'll lose the mag glass. That's okay. I don't have much horror to take, though. That's the spooky part. And I don't need clues for anything. 2 Doom out of 3. We just need to zoom all the way back, which is not easy. This happens twice, and I have to take the 2 and 2. There's no cultists. All right, 1 and 1, and 1 and 1. Okay, don't draw that one again. I have to just get going now. When you would move out of this location, test 3. I have 5. We get a resource. Question is, do I bother playing the tower? It's an action. Oh, I do have extra sanity. So we do have 7 to take. That is worth not forgetting about. But Dr. Milan doesn't need to survive for that. I think I need to play this thing. I think I do. And then we're going to test 5, 7 to move. Okay, a million. What are we looking for? Well, nothing, because our deck is empty. So we do this, then we draw, we take our horror. So I move here. I move again, and then we can test up 1. We could commit something else. We're not playing both of these, I don't think. So let's test 2. 2 up is good. All right, I believe that's the end of my turn. So I played, I moved, I moved. That's 3 actions. Okay. Another coup de grace. We advance this one. So no enemies in play. So we're going to discard cards on top of the encounter deck until a closest enemy is discarded and draw it. Repeat this until there are enemies in play equal to number of investigators. All right. Not too many enemies, huh? All right. This guy is going to be with me. All right. I need another encounter card. Okie dokie. So we have time. We'll get our resource. So we probably need to evade this guy. I mean, honestly, we have to kill him. But I don't know what to do about this one. So like sneak attack or bulldog. Okay, we have some options. We can do bulldog plus coup de grace on this one. We can evade this guy. We need to kill this guy so he doesn't get any doom. So I think we have to start with that. We have to start with assuming that that's going to work. I have 5 to 2. I can also go in the shadows and just run the hell away from these guys, but I don't think that's a good idea. -3 is good enough. Okay, now there's you. I think we can do an evade. We can't do a sneak attack, but we can do a shoot. Yep, we do an evade. 5 to 1. Okay. And then we shoot with this thing at 5 to 3. That is a fail. Okay. That's a little unfortunate. I really want this victory point, but if it's going to cost me another round, we might not do this. 1 out of 3. I don't have any clues. So we will be spending 2 damage, or taking 2 damage. And now is the part where I say, you know what? There is victory points elsewhere. So this location, by the way, I have to discard things. That's actually okay. We can do that. Do I get the hell out of here? 1, 2, 3. It's close. It's just that I'm sitting on 1 health left. So I think we got to make a break for it and then try to get the clues here. So we'll do an evade. All right, up 4. So yeah, up 4. This is not good. Milan is interesting. I should take another resource for my trouble. I think it is the breaking entering here. And we're to say this guy showed up too late. Now, does he have Hunter? He does. So we're just going to move twice. All right. Upkeep. We can lose the Sig case. This guy readies. Wizard of the Order. Any empty location. So I need to. He's going to get Doom, which means he's going to move. And he has Hunter. I could put him extremely far away and hope that that's just never going to be a problem. So let's do that. He gets Doom and he moves here. All right. So I move 1, 2, and then in order to move one more time, I get a resource. I need to discard cards with 3 icons. And it could just be this. It's probably not a good idea because that could actually help me get a clue. So let's not do that one. Hornet's Nest is funny, right? I could. Oh, do I have 2 sneak attacks? No, but I probably could do that next round. There's also the coup de grace. Coup de grace plus Hornet's Nest. That's the answer. Okay. So now I'm here. 5 shroud. There's only 1, but I can get the other enemy out with unless I draw it. Okay. So this guy moves. This guy moves. We go to upkeep. And then we're gonna flip this once again. And they all move, move, move. No one attacked me, right? No. Okay. We're here. So we discard until there's a cultist. Oh, we might flip this thing. 1, 2. Okay, we got a cultist. All right, he moves. He spawns there and then goes over here. No doom. All right. Repeat this. Oh, no. This doesn't happen at all. This doesn't happen at all because there are fewer enemies in play. There are more enemies in play than investigators. Sorry. That guy I just killed. All right. This may be. No, there were 5. It was the hunting shadow. Okay. Pretty sure. Okay, so nothing else happens. They just move. There were 2 enemies in play, so nothing else happens. And we then shuffle and take an encounter card. Well, it's the same thing. Just not an extra encounter card. Fine. Can we do this? Yes, we can get the clue. Shoot. Yeah. I think we get this. Okay. So we play Kicking the Hornet's Nest, which is going to search the top 9, which is everything. We pull out the Emissary from Yuggoth. There's no concealed cards here anyway, but he's here. And shuffle these in. I get 4 resources. All the money is suddenly here. I'm not spending anything. I get the clue, which evades this guy. Action 2, we sneak attack. That's 2 damage. And then we British Bulldog for the last 2, I hope. 5 on 3, that's up 2. Hey, okay. Not an investigation. So this guy does die. Get to draw a card. And I believe that's my 3rd action. So we can advance now. The only reason not to, and I guess this guy should be 1 closer, is to somehow sneak out this victory point. But I think we'll take the 5. We'll take the win. I think this is, we played it correctly. And I think we just take it. I wish I could have killed this guy, but I didn't pass that one test. We may need to upgrade those backstabs to come back to our hand. Might be the plan at some point. So I think we call it. We proceed to R1, and that is page 25. All right. So we deceived HA, so resolution 3, then resolution 5, and she says, you're just like the others. We get our 5 experience points, and we get to mark 3 time in our log, and we are the bearer of the Twist and Prism, which is really good. So the shift isn't so terrible. We can usually make that work. And then looking at the top 3 and just drawing a card, really, really strong. So I'm going to probably need to put some more resource generation, like the upgraded cryptic writings, I think, the level 2 one, just to do some fast resource generation. I think that's worth it. All right. That's it here. Thanks for watching. This was a very tight one, a very difficult one to think through. And I'm sure I made a few errors, but hopefully not too game breaking here. Thankfully, we were pretty ahead on time. Next up, I don't know. Let's go check out that map. We did mark some extra time here, I think, for deceiving her, I think. We're here. And I think the plan is to maybe go, I mean, we could go to Rome first and then Alexandria, play that one, and then head to Bombay, take the ticket to like Anchorage or something. Maybe to Kathmandu, and then move along. I think that is a reasonable plan. So we'll do like Rome first, then Alexandria, then Bombay, then, yeah, well, Alexandria would be the next scenario. All right, that's all. We'll see you next time.